Hello, hello, hello. I hope you have a splendid Saturday so far. We're gonna do the luck challenge on Tempest Arms, as you know that from the previous. Did you? It's so you to see what you're expecting. I'm here. Not on. I didn't say 13.00.00. So, let's check what we're gonna do today. So, I show what I have in my backpack. So, we have 14 of those lovely rare crates where we will get, yeah, well, super tiny chance to get a random Gen 1 Premium Tempest Arms crate. So, I don't expect much, even that I have already, I don't know how many of those to use. Then we have a random of the latest gens, so we got 13, 14 lethal landmine. Oh, Snort, you are horrible, mate. You are horrible. Um, so on Gen 3, where we get guaranteed a fully enhanced Gen 3 part, and we have also the custom glory custom crate where we got guaranteed Gen 3 with 2 additional redstones. So that what we start all about, and of course, not to forget, we have also a line throwdown. So we check that we have the right one here, and also we will create everything what I have. So let's start with the crates, because now we can laugh all about my bad luck, like I had my bad luck and bad gameplay yesterday at the Apex Clash event. So let's open 14 of those and see what we get. Probably just. Oh, yeah, we got 4 of the random legendary Tempest Arm crates. So, yeah, well, that can go straight to the trash bin. But it's good to have some material we can use later on for the recycling and boosting some points for a line throwdown. So the next one is we will check the legendary Tempest Arms of Generation 3. So let's see what we will get there. So we got the Navigator's Eye, and let's check what we got there. Collection. Navigator's Eye, yeah, that will be the one that we just got, and it will be right good thing for the trash bin. So we're gonna recycle that one. We have here, that's a pretty nice one that we're gonna ascend later. I might sell some of those later on for sure. That one, did I create that or bought that one and reforged? I have no clue, because there is no information about those like we had it in Gen 2. If someone else crafted, but limit is one. I think I bought this one and sent that one. So that is my only really good Gen 3 piece, because I haven't sent any of those. Oh, did you want the Healthy Santa? Okay, we can try it for that one. But first we gonna do and craft some of the nice things we have here. So we have Generation 3 data. And did you're looking for attack or defense part? So we're gonna create 2 of those. Um, okay, okay. So we add more of the Generation 3. We only checking now for Generation 3. You want defense, okay? Yeah, well, I will create each 2 defense parts. Yeah, so we need to change that one to defense, because I haven't checked which one is now for what. So hunter defense we have here, and another hunter defense we got here. So we can create more of generation 2 parts. So we run fast through that and create more of it. Just here to spy, okay. And what rubbish I will ascend. So we crafted some parts and we're gonna check out. Here we have infantry defense on red, that's good, and let's see what we get on top of that one. Infantry lethality, that's what we don't want to see. Infantry defense again, and on infantry health, so that's a pretty nice one. We will reforge definitely the lethality stat here because we have enough of it. And okay, that's nothing really convincing, so we will take that one for now. But we will definitely right away reforge that one on top. Infantry health, so here we have at least a decent infantry piece, which will also be ascent. So we ascend this one. And so now send me some prayers, do some Hoktua, whatever is needed to get me a really good skill. And it's not too bad, to be frank. It's a common skill, but Arrow Deflect 4 is at least it reduced damage that will be from hunters, and hunters are the ones who are dealing the most damage. So it's not a perfect one, that's right away to say, but it's not as bad as it could be. But sadly, the stat is the stats are great, but the skill is not. So we have 10 of those, so we will give that a reforged skill directly and see what we will get from Arrow Deflect 4. Again, it is stated it is 7%, but in reality it's 3.5%, so it's really low. And reforge the skill. Okay. So we got, of course, the Mark of Breach one, which is fine. It's not perfect because it's on an infantry piece, and well, of course, also infantry does damage, but it's really low. But it's far better than Arrow Deflect, because at least we do more damage directly on the front row. So yeah, it's poop definitely, but Arrow Deflect was also not so great. A bit damage reduction on infantry, yeah, nice. So what's the best stats to look for in the Tempest Arms? Good question. So on infantry, you want to have health and defense stats to boost. On rider, yeah, also attack and lethality, but it's also fine if you have a mixture on riders. It's not. So for example, here I'll have rider attack. Here I have a mixture of lethality, attack, and health. If you have a red defense on riders or a red health on riders, that's nothing I would change, honestly, from the stats. So rider, you can have a mixture, which is fine. And so on hunters, well, let's check. I'll have that is what I have on infantry. So again, checking on defense and health. On rider mixture, and on hunters, that's also not a great example. Where are my good hunter pieces? That's a great one here. Attack, lethality, and hunter health. You don't want hunter health. You want on hunter. You want heavy booster of attack and lethality. So the health I would change if I would use that often, but Rising Valor I use rarely because nowadays only a few people play controlled style, and most likely those I meet with controlled style I can easily beat without Rising Valor. So that's why I rarely use that piece, but for the first three stats, that great one. So we had Mark of Breach, which is not great. The stats are nice. So we have more. Here we also have infantry attack piece with Mark of Breach. So I definitely will sell this one. and keep this one. Mark of Bridge is not the greatest. Yeah, Fiji is. I'll have no Scottish accent to show case around. So we have more of it. Here we have not a great piece, to be frank. The only good part on that one is infantry health. Enemy behemoth reduction is also okay, but I would prefer to have enemy behemoth reduction on a rider piece rather than my infantry piece. Here we have already an ascend one. That is also Hunter Attack, Hunter Lethality. So that one is where we can reforge the skill, because Vigilian Mindset is 2 is really one of the worst you can get. So we will use a Reforge on that one and check what we can get on that. A Prideful Stance 4 is not too bad. So definitely we'll go for that one. Prideful Stance, because that is different. That is increasing the damage dealt by the troops of the hero wearing this gear. And we have that, here we have 7% instead of 4% on Prideful Stance, which is the reality what it does. So it's still not good, it's still not a crazy good one, but we have at least something that is increasing the damage dealt by the hunters. So we will go on quality. Yeah, well, quality doesn't matter at all. So we check. Here we have all this good stuff. Here we have already ascend one. This one we won't ascend because it doesn't make sense to ascend that one. Here we have one that could be ascended because we have 3 times infantry health and enemy behemoth damage reduction, and those I face in some battles are the ones that have definitely the stronger behemoths than I have. So we will ascend this one. And prep roll is something I don't want to have. So we will also put a Reforge on that one. Luckily we have 10 of those for Gen 3 and upwards. And we got a Peerless Power 4. So, well, it's okay. So my infantry can't get silenced, which is nice. But to do damage, I would prefer to have PP4 on a rider, or even better on the hunter for meeting control style. So it's an improvement. It will definitely be something that could be sold on a good way. Also, some looks shiny, a lot of orange, but the only interesting stat it has is the first one, so something to toss and sell it. Here is the mixture I said earlier. So ready, lethality, defense, attack, and here we have the defense one is on a super high area. 146% is not that far away from the maximum I could get. So here we have definitely a rider part which we can ascend, and we will do that and see what we get. Here we have a regenerating spring 4, and that's nice. That is really nice. So now we need a good rider piece in defense area. We will check out directly if we find something good here as a rider piece. That's not really promising. It has some pros. Rider defense, here we find a damage reduction. No, this one, rider lethality, lethality health. So do not, important thing for all who are not familiar with that stream, important thing. Do not get trapped by BP of those pieces. It's an indication, but it is not the only source you should take. Because in my eyes, this one is not that better than the one with a lot of rider lethality stats. And we can also reforge a stat here on top. Here they are just boosted because of there's behemoth damage, there's aircraft damage, and here we find a damage taken reduction in red. So that are the ones that just boosting a lot on the battle power of the pieces, but they are not that convincing in that part. Here we have also a mixture, and that's not so great. Here we have some more. We will check what we get here. Rider lethality, it's okay. Here we can see what we get. Rider defense, and rider lethality. So probably going for that one if 1.7, if that is not even better. Okay, this one is probably the best one I have created. Here we can check if we can reforge the stat, but we will also ascend this one to have maybe a really strong Gen 3 setup of one. Okay, we reforged the stat directly because that is rubbish. Stampede 3. Stampede 3 is great. Increase the damage received by enemy riders. So it's pretty much the same as Sneaky Shot. We have it on 3. I'll take that one and reforge the first stat as well here. And see if we can improve something here. So we have a... No. We got worse rider lethality or rider health, so we keep the old one. But I want to see if we can get a really good one here. Rider defense. It's a bit better, not great, but I'll take the rider defense part in that one here. Now it's getting too expensive, so we have those. We're gonna recycle some parts. So first of all, everything what's rare and epic, and everything what is generation 1. Here we have a generation 1 piece, here we have a generation 1 piece, here we have a generation 1 piece. Those we recycle. And we do the same for the attack area. And also throw generation 1 pieces into the trash bin. So generation 1 pieces are only interesting if you're a generation 2. They're only interesting on... I would keep them on rider. That's fine. If you have great skills there, you can keep it. I have one great skill here, that's Thunderless Prelude, especially for short-rounded battle fights, like Pass of Water is similar, where you most likely have only 8 rounds. Sorry. Then this is a great one. So for rider, I can live with generation 1 Tempest Arms. If they have good stats like that one here and a good skill, then I also keep those. So let's check out. So we have a nice combination of generation 3 riders. And let's see what we get here. Infantry, Lacelle, defense. Oh, that looks like a nice piece here. So we will reforge the Lacellity stat, but first give it an ascend. Tempest Essence and ascend this one. Rising Valor on infantry, so that's a piece we can sell for good, so I won't reforge that. So I will sell this one, because Rising Valor on infantry is for me not that interesting. So that's something I will sell for sure. So we will check out on Hunter, because Digi needs some Hunter piece, and maybe he is so good in coins that I can sell him that for that one. That is something for the recycling. Hunter defense, only Hunter attack interesting here. The others are not really. And we also push them for the points at throwdown. Rider lethality, yeah, we will push it to 10. Rider health. So also something I would keep. The amplification might be something I would change, but rider health lethality also in shiny colors is not too bad. So we have another infantry hero piece. Attack and lethality, also something to, well, recycle. And we try for another hunter piece. Hunter. Didn't you search for a healthy hunter? That is definitely a healthy hunter. That I want to have on the infantry piece and definitely not on the hunter. So that is definitely not what I was looking for. So let's check what we can also push here more. Here we have another infantry piece we can push to. That's something for flying away. There's a lot of aircraft damage on it, so also not that interesting. And radar defense, radar defense, radar. So let's check out. We will do more on those. Here we already have that one. Infantry hells, no, that we don't do. It's funny, that one has higher BP without a skill than that one here. That says a lot. Infantry attack piece, also not interesting to ascend this one. Hunter lethality, hunter attack. Yeah, well, we might ascend this one. This one is just, yeah, recycle. So we'll give this one a chance. And we got PP2. That's okay. It's not great because it's PP2 and not PP4. But here we can reforge a stat and we will check out for the hunter health if we can get that to a cheap hunter attack. So we will go for the hunter attack even if it has lower battle power because we want to boost attack and lethality on the hunter. So we take the exact that part. So this one is not great. That will be recycled. Reddit defense also not. That is all those. I have a lot of rider parts. I don't know why. So here we could try also that one, but I have already two pieces I could use on infantry. Also third piece, two times that one. So I really lack on hunter material, which is useful. Here we have hunter attack, hunter lethality. So we will go and give that one another Tempest Essence. Oh, well, there are some rares coming. So here we can check out and try reforge the stat for the hunter defense. So it's time for the rare ones, it seems like. Extra damage from combat moral. Ah, that's painful. I do not have that high combat moral, so I will take the hunter defense, which is boosted. And well, let's see if we get a better hunter lethality because 49 is pretty much the lowest I can have here, so it doesn't hurt to try that one as well. Ouch. 4% plus. Ouch. For that amount. That's painful. That is really painful, to be honest, because that's not really an impressive booster for the amount it has taken from us. So let's check out on the defense side because here it's literally what we can get here. Also reach that to 10. But here we have the Rising Velour. Here we have Stampede 3 on Generation 3. That's also something we can recycle later on. Hunter defense, hunter lethality, not good. Hunter health, hunter attack. Oh, that's a defense one. That's more for... I wouldn't say that Gen 1 is better than Gen 3, but Gen 2 is definitely still an advantage of Generation 3 pieces, more or less. So, yeah, Hunter attack also not really great ones. Here we have... There's no good stats on Gen 3 Hunters. They are all over. The stats are rubbish all over Hunter Hells. Uh, Also, not really promising. So let's check if we have some good Generation 2 pieces here still running around, waiting for. They're really not good. It's incredible how bad those stats looking like. So that one gets. Ah, Lord, come on. So we will reforge that directly. Ah, prideful stance. Seriously. Ouch. But we will give that a second chance, but that's it. If that is not really, yeah, battle damage taken from. I tend to stay. Or I can't decide that one. I can't even remember which one it was, but I think I retained with a prideful stance one. That's painful. That was really painful. Yeah, ultra rare, so we need definitely to take that that one is what you want to have on your hunter. That one is really a thing you want to have on your hunters and definitely not on your infantry. So there's lots to throw away here. So also nothing super convincing in Generation 2 Tempest Arms. That one hurts. That one also hurts kind of two red stats in an attack and lethality, and you end up on your infantry piece where you don't want it. Hunter Health. So here's also that's also a great infantry piece. Just have to change one stat instead of for Hunter you need to change three stats. Yeah, 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 yeah. Also, yeah, well here you have to change two stats as well. So those are really not great. Let's check out on the attack side. That's also not great. One defense. Here we have also two times attack. So we will see if there's anything on the Generation 2 parts. Infantry also. So the Behemoth aircraft damage is what you can accept and where you can put it on Rider. Rider stats are not that super important, so that is important to remember, especially if you buy stuff. So check for those stats, because as shiny as things can be, with a bad skill, it's not so good. Prideful stance is not too bad for common skill, but as you can see here, that is also not really interesting. There's attack amplification, but that's a shiny one. But only the hunter attack and the attack amplification are really useful for your hunters. Here, too much attack, defense piece, but that's Gen 2, hard to change. Hunter piece, not really interesting. Also, not so great. That one, we can give it a try and see where we end up with. Conqueror Stance 4. So that's a common skill, but one of a really good one. And that's not trying to sell you this one, because Conqueror Stance 4 is different than the description. It says in battle troop health is increased by 14%. First of all, that is already good for infantry, right? You want to have high health on infantry. But in fact, Conqueror's Dance 4 reduces the damage received by infantry in that case by 2%. So 2% less damage on your infantry. Not the perfect one, but still for common skill, it is not too bad. So that is something for a third march, for a sixth march, depending on where you're fighting, which you can definitely use, especially with those defense and health stats. Oh, we can blame Digi for everything, especially for my luck in Tempest Arms. That's fine. He knows that. So I'm looking for a piece where we can use the Reforge Essence I have. So Sneaky Shot is not too bad, but I'm looking for a really nice Gen 2 piece. Warm Up 4 is so great on Hunters. On Waffa, it goes nuts and is so reliable because it doesn't need any other trigger than just doing things. So I really love Warm Up 4 on Waffa. It's such a stable, reliable, common skill, and a lot more effective than various rare or ultra rare skills. So we can check a report on later on. Here, that's also a nice piece, Conquest Dance 3. So that is. Here we can reforge, but on riders, I have my struggle to put that on riders. All Out Assault 2. So really struggling to find a piece where it makes sense to use the Reforge Essence. Defense, that one. But here are already reforged, probably had a burn setup before. For Generation 10 Limitless, depends on also which generations are available for Generation 10 Limitless. Do you have already Generation 3 Tempest Arms? So that might change things. But I would go for Generation 2 Tempest Arms. And also depends. So Generation 10, I can't even recall who's that. Generation 10 is. I need to check. Give me a few seconds. Generation 10 is. That's Laura, Strings, and Connor. I think they are not even the best setup to use at Generation 10. So I would check for the setting. I'm not sure if Generation 10 at once is the best setup. Yeah. So I would first check if that is the best setup to use at Generation 10, and then also what triggers those heroes. So here, Vigilian Mindset 4, that is great one. Attack and lethality stats, really great one. And here we use the Reforge skill. And hope for. Oh, we got prep roll, seriously. I mean, it's not like it's super expensive at all. No. And then we get prep roll 2. So, in fact, it just increased the damage received by 2%, but still. I'll go for more damage on the Hunter piece. Yes, I will. Because Vigilian Mindset just reduced damage received. So, why we changed it? You saw the other piece had a higher battle power, but we have it on Hunter, and the piece is we want to more damage with Hunters. So prep roll in that case increased the damage received by enemy infantry. Instead of Vigilian Mindset, reduce the damage received by the troops wearing this shield. So in that case, Hunters. And I don't need. Yeah, it does nothing, that's true. But still, I prefer to do the tiny bit that the skill does a bit more damage than reducing the damage received by Hunter, because if Hunter receives damage, they're anyway dead. So that's it was Worst trash versus trash. The options I got there. So let's see what we can also ascend here. Infantry lethality piece. um, that one. We give that one a chance. So we have 5 to go. And I think that is a rare skill. Each base attack runs one stack of Mark of Strength, increasing the next skill damage by 4.5%. Stackable, that's important. Releasing a skill for every 4 base attack, skill damage is increased until the end of it. So we have this one on a rider piece. Sadly, it's only a rare one. I doubt I will get an ultra today, and the options are on healthy hunters and such, so I have my doubts on those pieces. We will ascend this infantry piece on top. Yeah, so I will put it on my second march with Eduardo on the Berserk set. It will be used because I like to have a different setup on my main team, which is resilient style, of course. All out assault on infantry. Yep. We will reforge that, and oh, there was already one. Ouch. That hurts, but that will be sold. That's gonna be in the market because that's not so interesting for me to use that one. So let's see where we have infantry defense, lethality, aircraft damage. Also, not really great things. I think I will need to soon. Yeah. Under attack. It's incredible. Oh, really, those rare skills like lethal landmine are horrible. I would rather go and get a sneaky shot on my infantry so it boosts the hunter damage. Vigilian mindset, of course, we get Vigilian mindset. Horrible, also something that will go to the trash bin. Lethal landmine, yes, of course, I get a lethal landmine every time there's a lethal landmine waiting for me. So, do we have any good hunter piece here? No, not at all. It's incredible to have so bad luck with the hunter pieces. But maybe we can buy at the store something of it. Is there already Gen 3 material in, or is it still Generation 2? Generation 2 data. Ah, that is bad. I hope there is something in there. We checked the Migo store, so maybe. Oh no, no more Blaze Inferno. I had so many of those. It's horrible. Um, so we will buy this one and hope for one good hunter piece and craft a hunter piece. A defense hunter piece. So we first need to recycle some stuff because they are not too bad, honestly. Where's my super lethality piece here? Here, that we can recycle already. And my super healthy hunter piece, that one. Give it on. Oh! It has at least 2 times lethality on it, so that's the last ascent we can do for now. And so send a lot of prayers to that one. Give it a lot of hearts. Give it all the hawk tours and everything we can. Send the prayers for one good hunter piece. Yeah, well, that wasn't good one, so we will try to reforge that one. And this will end up definitely on a burn setup. Every 4 rounds deals 5% damage to all enemies. Applies burn to all enemies every 3 releases, so every 12 turns, dealing 10% damage each turn for that. So here we try definitely to change the health stat and hopefully, yeah, well, hunter lethality. And yes, we got one ultra rare, but yeah, none of the ones I wanted to get. So let's check out how we did at the Aligned Throwdown. 214,000 points, so we can collect a lot of things, and for now we are ranking first, but definitely will need to recycle some and produce more, so I get rank 1 here again, which would be great, especially for the Tempest Essence material. So that's it. We used 14 of those. I will try to do some more points for the ranking and will let you know tomorrow if I end up in Aligned Throwdown cross state as rank 1 or how I ended up. I hope you learned a little bit about Tempest Arms for all those who are partially only joining this stream. And now I will go and prepare burgers because it's time. I'm hungry. And thank you for joining in. I hope you learned some stuff about it and had some fun. Leave a comment, leave a like, and thank you for tuning in. Have a great weekend, guys.